Hello everyone, welcome back to another video with me. My name is Cotton Candy Doll. If you're new here, welcome. Welcome all. Hi, this is a shifting video, and today we're going to be having tea together, and we're going to be talking about my latest shift. I did have a lot of trouble, but at the same time I did have a lot of things happen to me, and I have to tell you guys about it. Also, the last time I went to My Hero Academia Universe, I dealt with some issues with Frodo, and they're actually starting to surface, so I might end up having to reveal my secret to them. Also, you guys like my hat? Okay, I know this isn't like a fun, like, animal hat or anything like that, but for some reason I could not get my bow to stay on my head. It wouldn't work. It just kept falling off. Actually, let's go off camera a second to show you guys. I have this bow. I was trying to put this on, it just would not work, so I just said forget it. So, without further ado, I'm going to jump right into what happened. Before I start, we might hear some noises in the background. You might hear some insanely happy laughter coming from that way. I know that there's not a lot of decorations behind me because I'm on a plain part of my wall. I actually wanted to have the tea party in my room. I feel like this is the best way to be able to talk privately and without anyone hearing. And kind of let you guys know what's going on. Do you like my tea set? Isn't it so cute? Alright. So first I'm going to pour my tea. By the way, this is a passion tea. You probably can't see that. Alright. Actually, I'm going to move this to the middle. Like that. Just fix my little tablecloth. I just don't want to... There you go. Alright, I didn't want the tea to get too cold, so I knew I needed to start my video right away. And alright, I'm going to take a sip first. Taste it. You guys want to taste it too? Yeah. Okay. Oh, that is good. I didn't actually add any sugar in it either. It's a pretty color too. I don't know if you guys can see it. You probably can't really see, can you? I didn't want to spill it. I want to show you guys what it looks like. Anyway, that's what the tea looks like. So, yeah, this is a passion tea. It's really good. It's really, really good. It's like almost like a wild berry fruit tea, but they gave it the name passion. Also, I might be blinded a little bit by this light, but it's okay. I did want you guys to be able to see me. So, the last time I tried to shift back to My Hero Academia Universe, I ended up at Naruto Shippuden. And, I didn't know where I was at first. I just knew there was a lot of rumble, like a lot of like rummage around me. There was rocks covering me. And like, they were at my feet though. So like my feet were kind of stuck under the rocks. But it wasn't like huge rocks. I can move my legs from under it. So here I am trying to remove my legs under these boulders of rocks. And I'm slowly like digging myself out of a pile of rocks. I'm looking around. I'm just like, I don't really understand where I am. And I looked up at the sky and I noticed there was something weird up there. It's like a weird symbol in the sky. So I managed to get on my feet and I'm walking and I see a headband like far up ahead, and it looks weird. It's red and it has like a little sand symbol on it. And I said, this looks like a Naruto symbol. Am I in Naruto right now? So I picked up the headband and I'm like, I was debating on what I should do because you guys know when I shift places, usually I shift like completely out of whack. But I actually came there like in one piece. I didn't look weird. I actually looked like a human. But people are going to ask me like, if I ran into anyone amongst this rubble. It basically looked like someone just destroyed all of this land. And so I decided to put the headband on. I figured it would probably, you know, what's the harm? So I put the headband on and I'm walking and I'm just like, my arms are like bare because I'm not wearing any, there's nothing covering my arms. I have on a cloak, but the cloak doesn't have arms. It just comes down in the front. It's not a dress and it has pockets on the side. Now I have like a little belt thing on the side of me, and I picked it up because it was like a little round sash thingy, and I kind of shook it a little bit and it was like liquid in it. So I figured that's probably water, but I'm like afraid to like take any drinks of it because if I do and there's something else, then I don't know if I'm drinking poison or what. So I'm walking along. So basically I have to play the role of being like somebody from like a sand village. So I'm walking along and I see in the distance Madara Uchiha. So Madara is standing like way over there. And so I see him, and immediately I look around, and all these people are like dead. There's like blood, like everyone's covered in blood. There's like blood stains like from my feet. So Madara didn't even see me. He was like talking with someone, and I couldn't tell who he was talking with because he was like further away from me. And I decided, you know what, it's probably not safe to go over there. So I started backing away a little bit, and I'm just like, maybe I should do a full, maybe I should run for it. You know what? And I think I knew, gosh, just amazing. Don't you know, it's so amazing to realize you can shift and you have this type of power or this type of ability. Because my nephew and I were talking about the other day. We were saying what we would do if we were on a battlefield and we happened to come across Madara Uchiha, like the strongest ninja, the strongest rogue ninja, like incredibly strong. And we were both saying how we would run away or how I would like hide somewhere. So in my head I had like hide. So this is one of those things where I didn't mean to shift there. Apparently I got pulled there and I had no control over like what was happening, which is something I absolutely hate because you guys know I hate that. You know how much I hate that. So I'm just like, I'm backing away and I'm just like looking at people and I'm just like, you know, should I hide other like piles of people to pretend like I'm a dead person or what? And so like, even though he was way over there, for some reason, he heard me step on the stick. He turned around and he's like, I'm like, oh damn it. You know, I got his attention. And I didn't bother to take out my knife. I'm like, I did like this, you know, put my hands up. Not that they even know what that crap means there. I don't know. But I was just like, You don't want to know what I just thought about. It's kind of, anyway. It's yeah, I'm not going to say that on the camera. So he's coming toward me. I got my hands up. I'm like backing up or whatever. And I was like, don't kill me, please. And he goes, Sharingan. And I'm like, oh crap. So he does the Sharingan with his eyes, and I'm like stuck. I'm like kind of paralyzed in this place. And around me I hear just like, there's whistling and just silence, like endless silence. It's almost like I'm kind of in a void because I don't see anything and I don't hear anything. And I'm just like, okay. And all I heard was his voice. And when his voice went away and I like snapped out of it, I was like falling. So I'm like falling from like the sky or something, and Madara comes out of nowhere. He like kicks me. Luckily I blocked the kick, but I'm pretty sure like all my fingers were broken afterwards because I went flying into this. So I guess he like dropped me off a cliff or something. He threw me off a cliff. And now I was like heading toward this huge wall. And all I kept thinking was, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. And then out of nowhere, my guide comes and his hands, like, I feel his hands go over my eyes. And I'm just thinking, okay, he's shifting me back here. But that wasn't the case. Apparently, I ended up not coming back here instead. I ended up at Toshinori's house. And I'm just like, so Toshinori, like, got up and he, like, ran in the room. And he's like, something weird happened to me. And I said, what happened? And he's like, I saw a man with weird eyes. And I go, oh, that's weird. What'd you see that for? If you guys haven't noticed, I try not to cross over. I try not to cross over DRs or realities or anything like that because I don't want them like colliding with each other. That's why Resident Evil ended up being a problem for me with Frodo. So, oh, by the way, tea. Sorry. I gotta sip my tea. This is actually really good. There we go. I want to eat the muffin, but I don't really want to eat that on camera because this kind of, it's a chocolate muffin. You guys have probably had those before. It's really good. Anyway, I don't want to really just eat that. It's just there for decoration. I can probably make something like this. I can probably make a squishy like this and like use that for like entertainment purposes. Anyway, I try not to like collide the universes with each other. And so like Toshinori's saying that. I'm like, that's weird. And he's like, do you know anything about this? And I said, no, Toshinori, I don't know anything about this. Which is kind of the truth because I don't, like I said, try not to collide them. And I didn't really know why that happened. I really didn't. So Toshinori approached me and, immediately he went from the weird man to now we're gonna make out. So we're making out, we're sitting down on the couch. Then he's like, Cotton Candy doll. I'm like, yeah. He's like, did you happen to notice anything weird with Frodo lately? And I'm like, yeah, Frodo's been acting a little weird. He goes, Frodo hides under tables. And I'm like, that is a terrible sign of abuse, but okay. I'm like, maybe he's just afraid of his new teacher. His teacher could be like scary. And Toshinori's like, we don't even have him enrolled in school. Like, we don't. We pulled him out for a bit. I go, oh, okay, well, He's like, are you hiding something from me? I'm like, Toshinori, if I told you something, it would only be what I needed to tell you, and that's all. Like, you don't need to know anything else. So then we're making out, and he's like filling me up. And so, like, it's weird because I still had on the stuff I wore at Naruto Shippuden or whatever. I don't even know if that was Shippuden. Where was I? It had to have been Shippuden, right? Because that was the one where they had that Great War. And I think I landed in that Great War. And it's from me and Insanely Happy Laughter talking about it and how he would, like, make sure he came back limping and, like, just hide the whole time and just pretend like he was one of those people who was like, that guy was mad strong. Like, we was talking about it and laughing. So, like, I was like, yeah, I probably would do the same thing. So I didn't think that I would actually get pulled there. But I wondered why that happened to me. Because I didn't watch anything. All we did was talk about it. So Toshinori's like, so we're making out and everything. And he's like, he's noticing my clothes. And he's like, this looks, I'm like, what does it look like? And I kind of narrow my eyes. I know I'm just like, what does it look like to you? And he's like, this is unusual for you to wear, but okay. So I'm like, all right, well, that's fine. I wanted to try some new stuff. I'm allowed to do that, right? I just got mad defensive because, like, I don't want to, like, explain anything to him about this because he already doesn't really understand shifting that much. He's like, besides him, like, Endeavor's the only other one who doesn't really understand how it works. Also, I gotta tell you guys about a reading I did on myself after the story time is over. So, did you guys hear that? So, I hope you guys can hear me good. I know I'm much further back than I'm used to being when I talk to you guys. So Toshinori is kind of examining my outfit. He's like, I've never seen anything quite like this before. And why do you have, he goes, what is this thing? And he takes off. So I had one of those, this is called a kunai, or one of those knives that do this, or whatever. So then, out of nowhere, I'm just like, you know what? I said, this is something that, I need. And he's like, what do you need this for? And I'm like, just because this is something that I got, Toshinori. Like, it just sounds like I'm lying. Like, everything I'm saying, all of our words are, like, hesitating. Like, I'm hesitating to speak and everything. So then Toshinori is like, okay, well, I'm not going to do this right now. He goes, let's go to the bedroom. And I'm like, I wanted to stay out here and just talk with you for a bit. He goes, we're going to the bedroom. So he takes my hand and he walks me over to the bedroom. And he's like, oh, where were we? So he continues to, like, touch me. He's, like, running his hands. He's, like, filling me up and everything. And so then he's making out with me. We're on the bed. He's, like, on top of me making out. And he's, like, he's taking his hands, his big hands, and he's, like, touching everywhere. And I look over and Madara's standing there. And I'm like, what the? And he's like, so Toshinori is like, what is it? I'm like, he's like, what is it? And I'm like, he's like, cotton candy da. I go, what are you doing here? And so Toshinori turns around and sees Madara and he's like, how did you get in my house? And he goes, Sharingan. So he does Sharingan again. And so, like, I'm paralyzed on the bed, and I'm just like, so Madara Uchiha is going to kill me because he figured out how to freaking shift to other places that I do. And this is probably the weirdest and most bizarrest thing I've ever seen. And I just don't know like what I'm gonna do about this. And he might kill me in my sleep, maybe. He has ulterior motives, guys. He's not trying to like kill me. He used his Sharingan to like freeze time or whatever. So I'm on the bed. I'm like, okay, it's time to go because I'm not gonna deal with this crap. I'll figure out what's going on later. I think my magic balance is my magic balance is a little bit out of whack, and I have to fix it before something happens. Either that, or I'm gonna have to use something really powerful, or my guide is gonna have to jump in on it, which. I don't see my guide. He was here, but he's gone. Oh, say hi to Lycirus. Hello, everyone. Yeah, I was gonna have him join me, but it's a little too hot to be hugging him right now. I'm just gonna put him over here. Yes, it's hot right now. So, yeah. So he has ulterior motives. I thought for sure he came there to kill me. So Madara is standing over me. I'm on the bed. And I'm trying to move and I can't move. I'm like stuck. And I can't even speak. I want to say, please don't kill me. Please, or whatever. Gosh, guys, I'm telling you. So then he was like, where was I? And I'm like, huh? So now he's basically kissing me. I can't fight back. He's using his hands like Toshinori was. And he's running his hands. Then his hands go down. I'm thinking like, hey, you know, that's like, don't touch there. Like, that's beyond you. Like, that's for Toshinori. Like, seriously. And then my guide pops up out of nowhere. Kisses me on the mouth. And I'm here. I'm back here. I'm back in my reality. So guys, as soon as that happened, you know what I did when I got back? You know the first thing I did? The first thing I did was I decided, you know what? I'm going to do a reading. I haven't done a reading on myself, but I need to do one. And the next thing I need to do is I need to balance out my magic ability. I need to put it back in whack because it's obviously out of whack if this happened. So I did my my meditation. I did my releasing energy from going over your body. So right here you have what's called a third eye, or whatever you want to call it. It allows you to see, but it allows you to do much more than see. It's your focus, it's everything. And basically what you do is you make it so that you feel the energy spread from here. Because a lot of people, they have a lot of stored ability up here. A lot of, you might have like a lot of energy here. And some people get headaches from it. When you get headaches, that's right here. You can release it through your body and it'll relieve your headache and make it go away. There's all types of tricks you can do for that. So I did that, and then the next thing I did was I did a reading. I don't know how many of you guys know how to use cards, but I got the World. Okay. I got the Devil card, which basically means like obsession or lust or there's no real way to like make that positive. And then I got, I got the Wands. Of course I got the Prisoner card. I was physically like, so it's physically a picture of being tied down, sort of, hands behind your back, and you can't see. Basically you can't see where you're going, and you can't do anything because your hands are tied. That's kind of the situation I was put in. And then I had, the King of Cups. And that was basically, that meant, you have someone there, or someone unreliable. Technically a man. But I was thinking, like, in my case, is it actually a man or is it a woman? I don't know. So, all of those put together kind of told me, you know what, maybe you should just take a break on shifting for a while. So, I probably won't do that. But, I was like, I definitely have to tell them at tea what happened. I'm trying to, like, drink this, too. At the same time I'm talking to you guys. Okay. Isn't this a pretty cup? It might be too bright. I don't know. Maybe. I don't. Try to adjust it. Like, I hate adjusting the lighting. Oh my gosh. It freaking sucks. So bad. So, let's talk about this for a minute. Do you guys think that Madara Uchiha learned how to shift? If he did, why didn't he kill me? Is it because they're not allowed to kill me in that DR? Because surely you can, right? I mean, I've had that thing come there. That mutated thing from Ari. Let's see. There's been villains there. People have died there before, so. Madara, I don't know what his deal is. He was trying to kill me the first time. Because I know I fell off that cliff. I was heading right into the side of that mountain or wherever that cliff was. By the way, all this stuff was the rocks, the mountains, they were all like a tannish color, but closer to like an orange. Almost like it could be clay, but it was not clay. That was hard. I don't know. And now Toshinori is questioning everything. I know for a fact when I go back there, it's going to be a big issue. They're questioning Frodo because Frodo's hiding under tables and he's acting like he's afraid of something now. I did go back there and I kind of just spent the entire day with him and Keigo. And I didn't see any weird behavior from Frodo then. He ate normally, everything else, so I don't know. But if Uchiha learned how to... By the way, Madara is Sasuke's uncle. For if anyone who doesn't know what's happening here, he's basically like an antagonist, but like basically the bad guy in Naruto Shippuden. But he's not the only bad guy. But he's like really strong. Like I said, basically I would like definitely hide if I saw him. I would definitely pretend that he already killed me. I would just make sure I'm under like a bunch of bodies. I'm so serious. And so oh, and so the insanely happy laughter. He said he would just come back limping later. He would wait till after he left and say like, that guy was real strong, can defeat him. So I'm just like, yeah, I think that's what happened. I think I don't hold any type of infatuation for this guy. I'm not like I don't secretly have feelings for Madara or anything like that. So it's none of that. I don't know what it is. Don't even know why that happened, but the whole prisoner card, all that, and not even the King of Cups, but the other one, the obsession. Is that his part or is it mine? The reading was for me, but you know, I'm pretty good at reading, and when you have sight and when you can see, it's about more than just having cards. You need to also have talent as well. Otherwise, you'll find yourself having a really hard time, because then you'll be trying to guess stuff, and I've never had to guess anything. Everything has always been spot on for me, and that worries me because I don't know what's going on here. I just don't know what to do about it. That's why I wanted to have tea and tell you guys about it. This is probably not even hot anymore. Ah. Pretty good. I said last time I was gonna do like karaoke or something during our next time, and that I was gonna go live and we were gonna do this, but I don't think I can go live yet. Still, I was trying to do a party on Discord, but then Discord will only allow up to like 9 people or something like that. Like, I'm not really sure why, so I don't know. But this tea party was kind of weird. It's weird because the space is so like constrained, and the wall is so plain behind me. I could have gone into the living room, but it's just too big of a space. You guys would have been distracted by all the things around us there. And I feel like this was better and like more private. But if you guys have questions about shifting in general, don't hesitate to write in the comments. I'll answer your questions right away. I usually do. I did want to tell you guys what happened. I don't know how far things would have gone if my guide hadn't jumped in. You know, would I still have gotten killed? I have no idea. But I think also my guide is kind of like, he knows like the intent, and I think there was still a lot of malice there. Like, I don't know. And Toshinori like completely disappeared from the picture. I don't know what he did to him. He was like, but I'm gonna guess that I'm not gonna try and figure it out right now. So I don't know. I guess I'll go back tonight because I have to see what happened. But also, I need to check on Frodo too, Toshinori. I don't know. I don't really remember what happens to people when they leave out of the Sharingan. Like, I don't know when the illusion Jizu pops up, and I don't know why. Like, I feel like when he used his Sharingan eye on me, I shouldn't have been like paralyzed, but I was for some reason. I was not expecting that. I thought for sure I'm dead immediately. I did before, you know. I don't know. Isn't that weird? That's so weird, right? I've never had this happen to me when I've been trying to shift to my hero. This has only ever happened to me when I try to go other places. I end up somewhere else. So this is new to me. I don't think I'm jeopardized going there, or I don't think there should be a problem with me going. I don't know. I'm not really sure, but anyway. I hope you guys have fun having tea with me. I'll be doing another video again really soon, probably tomorrow, just to tell, kind of like give you guys a heads up on what happened. I am trying to be careful, a little more careful about my shifting now too, though. Don't know what. Good thing my guide and I are like. It's a good thing we're so connected and so in par with each other that he was able to just come to my rescue. He just knew. But I know he's also like very possessive of me too. I think he's used to the idea of Toshinori only, him and Keigo and Frodo. So this person was sort of unknown, and he was sort of crossing like into my boundaries like a lot. And I can't lie to you guys, okay? I was turned on by it. But I think I was more afraid than anything because I couldn't move. I've never had someone just completely paralyze me before. I've had that one, that time spell done to me that one time for, that way Keiko could do whatever he wanted. But that was completely different. I could actually move my body a bit and control it in some way. I've never been like completely paralyzed where I couldn't do anything, not even speak. So it was kind of like, I was just completely under his control. It was just weird. I don't know. It was weird, it was freaky, it was scary. All those things. If you guys shift somewhere, promise me that before you leave, you'll have a safe word. Leave it with your guide. Whatever your guide is, leave it with them. That way they can at least be there to like get you out of the situation. I couldn't even use mine. He just knew to come, so. It's weird, right? I know. Anyways, join me next time. I probably won't have tea like this again for a while. It was just kind of a weird setup. I don't know. I feel like I'm too far away from you guys. I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed the tea party. And I will keep you guys updated on what's happening and what happened. And if you guys, like I said, if you have any questions, don't forget to comment. Also, don't forget to like this video if you actually like this video. If you hated it, don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way you're notified when other videos like this one become available. Ding! Is this the bell? Ding. I don't know how I want my bell to sound. I don't know. Anyway, I guess I'll see you guys in my next video. I hope you guys enjoyed tea. Thank you for watching. Bye.